But I use those things now as a way that continues to propel me towards what I believe my destiny and my purpose is, which is why I work so hard with wanting to help advocate for individuals and wanting people to understand where their purpose is. Like, it really bothers me when I step into a room and I see people or individuals who have no hope, right? Or who think life is just what it is right in front of them. Or, who think the highlight of their life is to smoke weed, drink, and party, right? Or that the highlight of their life is to get into a fight, have sex, and have babies, like watch ratchet stuff. I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm perfect at all by any means, but I know that there's more to me, right? There's more to life. I know that God created me. Right now, where I am right now is only temporary. It's not for the long haul. And so this temporary space is the holding space for me to learn the lesson that I need to learn right here so that I can get to the next phase of my life, so that I can learn that lesson until I reach destiny, right? And so I think that for me, I want people to understand that about themselves. That I can tell you about all the trauma that I've been through. I can tell you about all the pain, the hurt, the rejection. Yes, the things that I didn't, that had happened to me as a child and things like that. But I don't think that that's really the important part of the story. The important part is, yes, that you know that I've been through, but it's the process in which I took to get to where I'm at and where I'm going. I think that's the important part.
We'll once again take the covers off on the mental health, our mental health, really focusing on making sure we are striving for our wellness. We will be having those transparent conversations and active listening sessions to really dismantle some of those false beliefs that we have really regarding individuals with disabilities, our parenting styles, even our relationships with money, our views on sex, and I must say, even the way we connect with titles and positions and ministry. So meet me in the throne room live via Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram at 5 p.m. I am truly excited to continue our journey toward healing as we take on the Healing Challenge Mental Wellness Edition. Hey everybody, I am just coming on into the throne room, the place that we have created for you and me and everyone who wants to come in to purge from our issues, heal from our wounds, and find rest so that we might be able to transform into that which we have been called and created to become. And you all know what that is. That is royalty. My name is Monica Jackson. I am the founder, if you don't know, and the CEO of Royalty Mission Network. And normally during this time, we actually have been having for the last, 6 or so weeks, we've been having conversations, what we call listening sessions that really dealt with our mental health and our mental wellness. For the month of July, we got a chance to honor Minority Mental Health Month with really having some deep, transparent conversations and listening sessions that dealt with a lot of the things that we got to see inside of the minority community, really addressing some of the stigma and shame and some of those pain points that we don't normally talk about. And as we entered into the month of August, we began to have conversation and shift it more towards our mental wellness. So what does it mean and what does it look like for us to be mentally well? What are some of those preventative measures that we can take in order to see ourselves better than we were just the day before? And so I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out to join us each and every week. For those who have participated with us along the way, I just really want to say thank you. But as I continue in this conversation, I really want to just say thank you, a heartfelt thank you to everyone who has really supported me over the past few weeks. I know on my own personal page, I had made a post that says, listen, sis is always praying for y'all, but now sis needs a prayer. And so I just want to say thank you for everyone who extended a prayer on my behalf. I want to say thank you to everyone who reached out, who actually did an act of kind service toward me and for me. I really appreciate it, and it really meant so much to me. Most importantly, I really wanted to just give a highlight to the fact that mental wellness is needed and essential for everyone and everything. And so this week, we're going to take a little bit of a mental wellness break for all of the participants and those who, my co-hosts. We are all just going to take a week off, and we'll reconvene next week. But in the meantime, we do have something that we did want to share with you. We want to tell you a little bit more about what Royalty Ministries and Royalty Mission Network is all about, and all of the great things that we offer to our community. I know a lot of people out there is like, well, what is this thing? What is it all about? What do they actually do? And I want to take the opportunity to just shed some light on that as we move forward, so that people can get a better understanding of who we are and what we do. I really, really appreciate you guys. I cannot express that enough, that I really do appreciate all the things that you guys do. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. I look forward to the emails that you guys will send. I look forward to, even those phone calls that you might need to reach out to someone to gain some support. Just some transparency here as we talk about in the throne room, taking the cover off. That is us being curious, us being open-minded, us being vulnerable and transparent, us showing empathy, and most importantly, we're going to show respect for the process. We each have our own individual healing processes, and so we respect that here in this space. And so as I continue to take the cover off of my own story, and I continue to bear witness to what it was that got me to this place here now, I just wanted to give you a tidbit about how important it is for us to take this mental wellness break. So if you guys don't know, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you don't, over the past couple of years, this past week has been a very traumatic week for me. This week is a time that I get a chance to reflect on the fact that I could have and was very close to losing my life. And I am grateful for the opportunity to be here, to be able to, again, to give my testimony. A horrendous act was committed against me. And just to be able to have the space to be able to think and reflect and to really take time to rest with God, to be able to process the thing that continues to show and reveal itself to me, and to also reflect on the fact that why every time this year something of traumatic experience or a major shift in my life often happens. And this year, I got an opportunity to go online this past weekend and to learn that my grandfather passed away. And so I want to say thank you to everyone who reached out to me to really send their condolences and their love. I want to say thank you again for that. I appreciate that. And to also reflect upon the fact that, as a parent, we have our thoughts about how we want our children to grow up up and to be, but to be a parent who helps parents parent, but also endures with her children, it is something that can become weighty and heavy at times. And so as I continue my own healing journey, and as I continue in this journey to be here, and to be an example for every one of my listeners, I'm taking this opportunity to say to you, I am practicing what I preach. And so we are going to take a moment for a mental health, mental wellness check. And we're going to do the work that we talk about, and making sure that we're doing that internal reflection. And we're looking at where we are in life and the things that really mess with our psyche per se. We're going to take the time out to really reflect upon those things this week. And we look forward to seeing you next week right here in the throne room next Wednesday at 5 p.m. We have an awesome topic that's going to be talked about. I'll give you the title, In My Feelings, right? So what does it mean to be in my feelings? When people say, get out your feelings, we're going to talk about what that looks like to have someone tell us to get out our feelings. Is it something that we really need to get out of? What is it about our feelings that really move us and sway us and determines a lot of things that we do in our life? And we'll have a couple of special guests, especially for me. One of our guests is extra special to me, and I can't wait to introduce her to you guys. It's been a long time coming. I've been waiting for this moment. And so I can't wait to see you next week in the throne room on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Stick around. Don't forget, we have a little blurb that we want to share with you with regards to who and what Royalty Mission Network and Royalty Ministries does.
And the reason why I call it royalty is because going back to what I said before, in order for you to understand your purpose, why you're here on earth, you have to first understand who you are, where you really come from. And I think that is something that really is hard for people to understand. It's something that they have a hard time focusing on, a hard time understanding. I think that many actually need someone to help them see what it is that they were created for. And so I wanted to create some type of institution, some type of organization, some type of ministry to be able to help people really understand who and whose they are, so that they can walk in their purpose confidently, so that essentially they'll be giving back to their community. So Royalty Mission Network is here to provide resources for the community. We have the advocacy program, which is here to help when we're dealing with incarceration, those who are returning citizens. We're here to help families in various ways. We're here with the food program. So if you are in need of food or shelter or housing or being connected to those resources, we're here for that. We have the business incubator, where we're seeking to get resources and have partners who are able to help people who want to start businesses or who have small businesses with the resources that they need in order to become successful. We also have the ministry itself, where we have Women Crowned, where we actually do a biannual conference every year. It's a really big conference that we host at different convention centers. And that's where we pour into our women. We do small groups and group studies during that time as well. We also have, and we're trying to start our men's ministry. So raising men of standard, dealing with the young boys and dealing with the men. We also have the juvenile justice portion of this, and this is really where my passion really lies. It's about helping our children be able to see themselves beyond their current condition, and helping them to equip them with the things that they need in order to be successful in life, and essentially to be able to give back to the community. We also have other programs where I do a lot of consultant work. I go into different organizations and I help, and I'll say probably family support organizations, where I help to create curriculums and design programs in which I am able to help parents and children to be able to work together and build healthy family. We also have a transformational leadership ministry. So basically what happens in that is the processes and the steps that are needed to take to turn your ministry into professional ministry. So we are here to help. I would say we are the ministry of ministry. So we're here to help other pastors who are up and coming, or who have been in the game for a while per se, but find themselves in positions where the church is dying or stagnant. We're here to help them really assess their needs and to be able to help them get back on track to have the ministry move in the way God had originally designed and planned for it to be.
Remember that everyone's healing journey is not the same, but you're never alone. We're here to help you do this.